What's up, everybody? This is Strait No Chase with Jesse Mitchell. I am the innovator, the emancipator, the originator, Jesse Mitchell.
Delicious.
Hey there, folks. Welcome to Strait No Chase with Jesse Mitchell. I am the innovator, the emancipator, the originator, Jesse Mitchell. Today on the show with me, I have Miss Angel B, as always.
Hello.
I have, oh, my bad, I didn't mean to overtalk. Let her get a word, and she's always so hesitant. Big league approved banker.
Yes. How y'all doing?
All right. The beautiful Miss Esther Torres. What'd you say? Mortgage, right?
Real estate
Broker. Mortgage, real estate, whatever you want. She can take care of you. Miss Krystal Foster, entrepreneur.
Yes, hi, how are y'all?
Today on the show, we're going to get into a few things. I'm going to get into the Sha'Carri, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I think it's Sha'Carri Richardson situation, but we can get into that a little later because I got a few things to say about that and about for people. But first, I want to discuss the situation I seen on Instagram or Facebook where a guy took a young lady out. Apparently, he had been hitting her up on Facebook. I guess in the inbox. That's what y'all say, right?
DM.
How they be in the inbox. So apparently he hit her up, and for some reason he was hitting her up for 3 months trying to take her out.
Oh, wow.
Just enough for me.
First off, I don't know why you hitting some girl for 3 months and she ain't gave you no play yet, and you still trying to take her out. That right there baffles me. But hey, to each his own. Get it how you live, baby. Hey, if you gotta shoot your shot 10,000 times and it's getting rejected,
Facts.
and that one finally go in, hey, at the end of the day, hey, she's on your list. So
He was persistent.
he was persistent for the win. He's persistent for the win, right? So she finally agrees to go out with him. They goes out to apparently she picks this restaurant for them to go to. They go to the restaurant. They go in. She orders the most expensive steak on the menu. Steak's like $350 for the steak, $300 for the steak.
Wow.
You know they drinking and stuff or whatever. She getting a drink on. So the bill comes out to be $600. So he pays the bill, you know, assuming that it's going to jump off afterwards. Now, me personally, like my engineer was talking about, I need you to sign an NDA right here when the waitress is right here. Once you order that $300 steak, hey, bro, you know what's going to jump off after this. I'm just saying,
That's crazy.
Now, if you my lady, that's different. You dig what I'm saying? But this is some chick, this is my first time even seeing you in person. I don't even know if you look like you look online.
Right?
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, there's been plenty of times I wanted my likes back when I didn't see people in person. I ain't gonna lie to you, I want them back. You're catfishing. All that filtering and shit and all that. But anyway. So, they leave the restaurant, they ate lovely, they get outside. She's like, okay, I'm holler at you. We ain't get to that shit. Hold up now, she ain't get to that yet now. So my man, like, he thinking she gonna ride with him. So he like, well, all right, well, what you mean? Oh, no, I already ordered my Uber. My Uber pulling up. Your Uber? He like, what you, your Uber? What? We not gonna, she like, nah, what you mean? You got to look at all this, and so he wanted $250 from him. All the smart he needed. I need my $250 or something because what you talking about? What?
Right.
And she was just like, whatever, you know what I mean? And a lot of people was in the comments and was like, that's his dumb ass, and that's what he get. Which, if you go, like I said, you gonna assume somebody finna give you some ass because you paid for them a meal, you know what I'm saying? Which, you paid $600 for the dinner or the meal, but you can't just assume that's a prerequisite to get the ass.
Absolutely. Because that's the no.
Automatically because you paid for the meal. You got, like I said, you should have asked her that up front. If that was the issue, when she ordered that, hey, before you leave now, hey, now, it's cool if you want this now, but just know, I ain't just buying $300 steaks for everybody.
Right.
So just know that. You know.
Get the views need to go down.
I'm just saying, you know, how y'all feel? I don't know. Talk to me. Somebody tell me something.
Do anybody want to go? Because I'm always want to go off. I'm going to go off. I personally feel like they both crazy. Because number one,
Episode 9, baby.
he should have never
Straight No
even
Chase.
took her there. If you knew that's something that you couldn't afford, that's like giving somebody a loan that you know what I'm saying? You don't loan out money that you can basically say like, look, if they don't give it back, I'm not taking no real loss. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like personally, he put himself in that situation. I feel like she wrong because why would you order an Uber like right after? You know what I'm saying?
Why they eat? I'm on the way, baby. Yeah.
Right. So
I'm done. Uber on the way.
So I feel like it's both of their fault. I'm never gonna have sex for a dinner plate. I mean, that's just what it is.
Not for a McNugget. A 10 piece.
No. How much it costs?
First of all, I'm not. Well, I mean, I'm not the type of. I'm not gonna get a $350 steak. No way. That's not gonna happen. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
I don't know if it was the Tomahawk, the Apache, or what it was, but hey,
but
it was $350.
They set themselves up for that. That's just how I feel.
Right.
So who's they?
He set himself up. He should never took it. If he could, obviously he couldn't afford it.
He took the L because he spent $600. He had dry nights.
Yeah, but he had a different motive. He should never took her to a restaurant. He should have took her somewhere else and got her drunk out her mind. He dumb. He should have did something else.
Apparently she got old because they paid $600.
She finessed him. That's exactly.
The finagle was on.
She could barely. Never mind. I ain't gonna get to that.
She probably knew she could. I mean, 3 months of man hitting you up.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. He already played himself for sucking in. You exposed yourself for like, what you mean?
Facts.
Then try to expect for her to, give him some.
Yeah, ain't nobody blowing you up. Like, who is you?
Yeah.
I don't care how much it costs.
What you thought?
Did anybody catch the verses last night?
Yes. A little bit. 30 minutes.
Okay. So, I mean, I watched it, and Bobby, the former king of R&B. Bobby, I'm sorry. I love you. I love you to death, Bobby, but everybody knows R. Kelly's the king. He's got a little stuff going on right now, so we ain't, they trying to, not give him his plug, but, he's still the king.
Facts.
The music still lives on. Whatever he did, I'm not condoning what he did. Let's put that out. I'm not condoning what he did. Absolutely. I'm not condoning what he did, but, hey, the music ain't hurt nobody.
Right.
The music is timeless. But anyway.
You can't take his gift away.
You can't. The music is there. I mean, but anyway, like I said, about the verse. He wasn't in the verse. I'm just saying, I just want to establish that, he was the king. But the verse is, Sweat won to me, because Sweat still do his thing. I went to go see Sweat. I took my mama to go see Sweat probably about 2 years ago. And he sounds just like the studio still.
That's what.
Just like the CD still.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, he's still putting on the show up there glistening.
Sweating.
What glistening? I'm talking about all through the crowd. Got a, crazy. Banana show. But I think Sweat won last night, personally. That's what I think. I don't know. I say Sweat.
Well, I love him.
I watched. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Sweat.
Yeah.
Really?
Bobby Brown,
Bobby, Bobby got some hits.
because they played the original songs, and Bobby was trying to sing over them, and it was a lot of.
Yeah, well, Bobby.
Stop that smoking.
Well, we know because Bobby's lifestyle, his voice, his vocals ain't always withstood the test of time, we'll say. Yeah. But he's still a legend.
Yes,
he's still Bobby Brown now. If Bobby was that thing now, we ain't gonna act like Bobby wasn't that thing now. One time.
No.
He was the baddest man. He was the baddest man in R&B at one time now. So.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Those verses be making you want to download it to a playlist.
Oh, absolutely. They take you back. Oh, yeah. You be updating your playlist all the time. Yeah, you be stuff you forgot about. You be like, oh, yeah, I need that.
Right.
I got to have
Let me play that one more time.
Right, exactly.
I was watching a commercial. They played Anita Baker the other day. I had to download that. I ain't got no Anita Baker. What the hell going on with me?
That's that feel-good music for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for being on the show. You beautiful ladies.
She's on some bullshit, y'all. She's coming. She got to leave.
Y'all, I got to go early. I love this host. He gonna talk junk, but it's okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is why I'm looking for new people right now.
Okay.
As we speak. Well, I guess we just rotating now. Esther, you can come over this side, I guess. This is not a normality on Strait No Chase. My co-host is out of control. She's out of control.
Yeah, things to take care of.
I guess she has more pressing things, I guess, If y'all don't see her no more for a while, just know why.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna tell you. Nah. She told me she had a emergency with her family. She had to handle it. So, at Strait No Chase, we understand it. We understand it. Just like with the Sha'Carri Richardson situation. Stuff happens. Everybody, don't deal with everything the same way. Discussing that. We can get to that now. Then. Okay, the young lady, Sha'Carri, I don't know exactly how you pronounce it. If I pronounce it wrong, I apologize. Richardson, though. She the baddest woman on the planet. Baddest woman on the planet. You don't want none of this, I promise. She comes to the track to win. Mm-hmm. She don't come to compete. She comes to win. And when she comes, she puts on the show. I watch her every time. I've been following her. I'm a fan. But apparently, she tested positive for smoking marijuana, and she's not able to participate in the 100-meter event, which is her event. She's still going to qualify to play in the relay event because she took a 30-day suspension for smoking marijuana. Now, a lot of people were opinionated, and she blew her chance, and she was going to the Olympics, and how she do that. First of all, everybody got all these opinions, talking about they job, drug test, and they don't smoke. First of all, you making $13 an hour, $12 an hour with your job. Okay, you know nothing about the pressures of the Olympics or playing high-level sports, and none of that was going on. Then, on top of that, her mother died. Her biological mother died. Now, some people said now, well, I don't know if she had a relationship with mom, which I don't know necessarily what the relationship was with her mother or not. But that's your mama.
Right.
I don't care who you is, what your relationship with your mama, but that's still your mama.
Right.
And that's going to affect you. Now, she chose, when she's in Oregon, and it's legal. Been legal in Oregon. We've been legal in Oregon for like 10 years. So she chose to smoke weed when she found out from a reporter in public that her mama was dead. Now, this is how she found out. A reporter in the interview told her mama was dead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how she found out. So she decided to go smoke weed after that. Now, no, that wasn't the best decision. And no, that wasn't smart. No. But I'm sure she wasn't in her right mind at that point. I wouldn't be thinking clearly. I might even go do, I don't know what I'm going to go do. Be honest with you, that's my mama. Right. You know what I'm saying? This shit would be over. Like my man Justin said earlier on his live. I would be no good. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that she still even went out there and competed and smoked. I'm talking about like a pack of Cools. I'm talking about smoked. I'm talking about fried them like a McNugget. I'm talking about left everybody on the track.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about, and if I'm not mistaken, weed slows you down. And it's supposed to make your breath short and all that. So if she still set the record of smoking on weed, I don't understand why that's, but I don't make the laws. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying, all these people who have all these judgmental opinions, I feel, you can't tell somebody else how to cope or how to deal with tragedy and loss.
For sure.
You can't do that. Now, just because you didn't do it that way or you didn't deal with it that way, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But I can't tell you, bro, you shouldn't do that.
Exactly.
You don't know what relationship my mama was. How I feel about that. Your mama could have raised me by herself. Mm-hmm. And nobody me and her the whole time. You don't know what she mean to me. Okay, we got one of our sponsors in the house. Crazy Cookies. She's came through today. Brought us some of these cookies. She don't want to be seen, y'all. She ain't. I'm gonna let y'all live gonna see her though. She trying to hide in the corner. Y'all gonna see her on the live. Got the cookies on deck.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. Help ourselves, everybody. See the cookies. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Gotta get a picture of you with the tray.
Oh yeah. Gotta do that now. Oh yeah. But yeah, so I mean, she's still gonna compete because she took a 30-day suspension, 27-day suspension, we'll say. Because they said, well, was it 30 days or 27 days? It's 30. Mm-hmm. But she comes back on July 27th. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so I know I saw 27 somewhere.
I was like, yeah.
So I mean, what y'all think? Talk to me.
Yeah, I don't agree. I feel like people
off the rip, I like it.
Yeah, people pick and choose when they want to allow certain things. It's like, okay, the government already is legalizing weed,
Let y'all see her. She look better than me, so let y'all see her.
The government's already legalizing weed, in certain areas, and just because
20 states.
Right. And now, someone
20.
like her who's already going through something, and then, that's what she chose to cope with it. I mean, it's legal in a lot of areas, so why is someone like her who just did what she did would have to be penalized for something like that? I don't agree with it at all. You work so hard and you make one mistake, and now, now you got something that you worked so hard for, you're not going to even be able to, compete in it.
Right.
That's insane.
Exactly.
Well, they said that the rule is in the rules, they said, and all that, so I mean,
The rules should be updated as we go on in life because things
we all
change,
evolve and we
especially
all
if
change.
she's in the state where it's legal at.
Yeah, go catch the rest catch the episode for the rest. Strait No Chase, Jesse Mitchell.
And then the people.
YouTube, Apple Music. Talking.
Go ahead and talk. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just over doing my thing.
The people, bashing her.
Apple
in the
Podcasts,
comments is
Spotify.
ridiculous. Like, we've never made mistakes.
Strait No Chase,
I
Jesse
never
Mitchell.
did anything that
Check us
could have
out.
messed up our opportunities. It's just that we weren't in the spotlight like
she is.
And it's just
People probably home smoking weed right now, because she's in the spotlight. You're trying to hold her to a different level. I mean, I understand it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's just like if somebody that's like the president or something like that, we hold them to certain standards because they're in position. Right. I mean, like somebody like her that a lot of people are looking up to. I understand it, but I don't agree.
She damn sure my hero.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a fan.
I don't agree with it at all. Right. Yeah.
So look, I'm gonna be the villain here. And say,
somebody's got to be.
Yeah, somebody got to be, right? So I'm gonna say that she messed up. And I'm not gonna blame her. I'm gonna blame the people that's in her circle on her team.
I've been hearing a lot of that too. Now the team, her team, she don't got a good team. But I'm all for something. Let you go. But you can't control grown people.
Yeah.
You can mentor and you can tell them so much. But if they say get the hell out my face, this is what I'm gonna do. Especially if they the star.
Right.
What you gonna do? But go ahead, talk to me then.
That's true. That's definitely true. But like, if you have an athlete on that level that she's on, and you're her manager, her coach, her best friend,
dominant,
or just somebody that's very close to her, like, you got to be the one to kind of just beef with her while she's going through that, and say, hey, don't mess this up, do it for your mom, and just kind of cope in a different way. So I definitely, it's the team. Like, the team, it's their fault, not hers, and it's all about just having somebody that's not a yes man. So if I was her, I really would look at my circle and ask them, like, are they truly for me, or they just want to be with me during the glory phase?
Right, because everybody don't want to see you, and a lot of people don't want to see you go up, 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 up.
Well, they want to see you do good. It's not better than them.
Right,
No,
exactly.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they
We want to see you do good.
motivate
That's what
you
you
to
be
keep doing
bigger
what
than me.
you're doing
Yeah, that's
instead
it.
of encouraging you to do better. So I do agree that yes, it was a mistake she made. I mean, because she knew where she was going and what the rules. She knew the rules.
Exactly. But they shouldn't.
But I don't think she should be penalized the way she's being penalized.
Yeah, I agree
You have
with
an
that.
opinion, Ms. Toya, my engineer? Talk to me.
Have you ever lost your mother? Anybody at the table?
No.
Nah. So I don't even know what it feels like.
See, and that was my whole thing. That's like, I couldn't even fathom that, so I don't even know how I'm gonna react to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So I've been both a college athlete and I've lost my mother.
okay.
And
Okay.
when I lost my mother, nothing made sense. Nothing made sense. It was hard to get up. I'm a highly ambitious person. Like, I'm the kind of person that just does the most for everything. Like, recently I did this Mutter race, Spartan race. I finished my PhD. I've been to 24 different countries performing for royalty and things. Like, I'm ridiculously ambitious. But when my mother
My
died,
engineer's the shit.
something like that. But when my mother died, I didn't want to get up to eat, to do anything.
Yeah.
So just kind of thinking about that, it's really tough. But I don't smoke weed, so I don't know what that's like. But I also know that when you lose a parent, like, that's a piece of you. A piece of you changes. You don't know who you are. You don't know why you're living. You don't know what you're doing. All the things that you set up for yourself, all of a sudden, that doesn't matter anymore.
All marijuana companies, we're open for sponsorship, and we're looking to be a part of your partnership with you. Anything you're interested in, Strait No Chase is interested.
So
That's what put a disclaimer out.
But I mean, just I'm not condoning what she did. I'm just saying that's a unique thing that you have to put into perspective. That's the wild card out of all of it.
And that's all the point I was making. A lot of people was coming at me online and stuff like, well, you're condoning it, you're making excuses. I'm not making excuses. First of all, she already owned up to it and accepted the responsibility of it. Right. So there's no need for anybody making an excuse because she's already accepted responsibility. But my thing is, you got to understand why she did what she did.
Yeah.
Now, was it right? No. It was wrong. It was against the rules. Yeah. But I understand why she did it. I mean, she lost her mother. It's legal. It ain't like it was illegal. I can go around the street and get me a blunt.
Right.
Hey, I'm King Cheaper today. I'm finna cheat.
Yeah.
This is what it is. I mean,
Exactly.
like I said, I don't know what I would do. Like, that's tough. Like, my engineer said she dealt with it. That's tough to deal with. You know what I mean?
But the Olympics, though, they should definitely, since she did admit to it, they should have just fined her instead of taking her completely out.
They don't want to see her be great, as a minority in itself.
I heard they blocking some other girls for too much testosterone or something I seen on Facebook, too.
Sorry? What?
It said, that they were disqualified. Let's look it up. Hey, we got it right here. We got the reference.
They hating on that Black Panther juice.
It said, well, all I know is, hey, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. All I'm saying is, it was a lot of posts about we finna take over the Olympics and we finna take over Tokyo and we had all these black girls who's finna compete in all these different events and then boom, 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 boom. That's all I'm saying now. I ain't saying that that's what went down.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you the events that happened. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I did see something else on Facebook that they are banning for the girls who are
the cap. The cap too, yeah. The supposed to be a soul cap or something. Something to hold y'all here together. Yeah, they put ban. You can't have that either. Here we go, right here. Bam. Okay. Hink Botha. the coach of both Christine Mboma and Patrice Messelingi. If I ain't pronouncing it right, I apologize, but I guess they're African. Shout out to the motherland. Has confirmed that World Athletics has withdrawn the 2 runners from the 400-meter list of the Tokyo Olympics. World Athletics suspects that the natural testosterone levels of Messelingi and Mboma are too high to compete in the 400-meter and were therefore only allowed to compete in the 200-meter events at coming Olympics. Yeah, it seems like natural testosterone levels too high for 400-meter. They may only compete in 200-meter. A disappointed Balta said.
Wow.
That's crazy.
First of all, what the hell is too much testosterone? What the fuck is that? I don't understand what that is. And how I got too much testosterone to compete in one event, but I can compete in another.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
And they've been training, so it's, like...
The Olympics? What?
Yeah.
You train your whole life to go to the Olympics. When you're an Olympian, this is what you do. You train your whole life. You live for this moment to go to the Olympics. So, this is, like devastating. Like, people like us, regular people be like, okay, maybe they'll go another 4 years, whatever. No. I've been training for 10 years for this. You know what I mean? This is my time to shine. I ain't going to be the same athlete in 4 years.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, this is crazy. Like, what are you talking about? What? Then the thing with the cap, I didn't know what that was about. Talking about, the women could, here we go, bam, I got it right here. Swimming caps for natural black hair ruled out for Olympic Games.
What?
They have to wear the regular ones.
What?
Yeah. They're talking about the International Swimming Federation rejects use of soul cap, saying it does not fit the natural form of the head.
What?
So if it's a cap to hold your head that goes on your head, how does it not fit the form of your head? I don't understand that. Wouldn't it be awkward on? Like, I don't know. I'm saying it's a lot of concessions and a lot of stuff coming out now all of a sudden that they was finna storm Tokyo.
We can't get too many gold medals. Can't win them all.
Right. It's crazy.
Wow.
They gonna keep it to a minimum, huh?
Yeah.
Let it be the year of the black woman.
Wow.
That's what they're saying. So they're trying whatever they can do to discourage. So we always overcome.
They obviously winning. They discouraging them too.
It's crazy.
They chopping them down left and right every time I look something coming out. Like, I don't know.
It definitely sounds like they definitely need some minority faces on the board of the rule book. People that understand.
So they need some.
Yeah, they need some. It sounds like that's
how long
what's
we
missing.
waiting on that?
Oh man.
Really?
Overdue. Way overdue.
Absolutely.
But it's definitely time.
All right, everybody wants the good stuff tonight.
Yeah, I get some of that too.
Oh, it is what it is now. It's that Louis the 13th, baby. Shout out Louis the 13th.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for that sponsorship, baby. I'm coming to you. Coming to you. I ain't forgot about you. So let's get into what you do, Miss Esther. So you do real estate and mortgage. Okay. Oh, well, real estate.
Yeah. So I'm originally from up north.
Okay.
We're
from up north?
Pennsylvania.
Okay, I was about to say I thought it was New York. Okay.
Well, I was born in New York. Yeah.
Okay.
But I was raised in
Uptown?
No, Bronx.
Oh, Bronx. Okay, BX, the Bronx. My uncle. Shout out Uncle Eric.
Yeah. But I came down here as a registered nurse. And then I quickly shifted and I wanted to do something else. So I got my real estate license in 2019.
Okay.
So I've been doing real estate since 2019 and I got my mortgage license last year. But primarily I'm a full-time agent and I do per diem nursing till this day just because, I went to school for it. So just to keep my little license going, my skills up, I do still do nursing. I do home health care. So
getting that paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, wherever the bag is,
I
that's
see.
right there. That's
She
where I'm
tasked
at.
out. I see. She tasked out, y'all.
Yeah, I'm securing everything. I'm actually going to school. Well, I'm doing this little bartending class so I can get certified for that.
You want to be the bartender?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in everybody's face. Hello, you want to buy a house?
All right.
Do you want to
Get them drunk up and sell them a house, right?
Yeah.
They'll buy. They will buy.
Sending my e-business card so I get their number. That way, when they sober the next day, like, hey, I talked to you yesterday. You wanted to buy a house?
I remember her. We got her picture.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've been in the business 2 years, so if anybody want to buy a house, Fayetteville, all the surrounding areas, Hope Mill, Sanford, Cameron, Spring Lake, all those areas I help. I can help you in other areas too, but being that this market is kind of crazy right now, it is actually a seller's market now. A lot of people know that, and if you have not heard so, it just basically means that if you're a buyer right now, it's tough. And if you want to buy right now, You need to be qualified, which you got to get qualified with Michael over there.
And have 10 G's in the bank.
Exactly. You got to have the paper in order to buy a house.
You will be outbid.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I tell people, I explain the market just like, let's say you needed a car to get to work. If there's 20 people looking to buy a car and there's only 5 cars available, you're going to bid to get a car because you're definitely not walking. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't do buses. It's just not for me. I will take an Uber before I take a bus. So... Hey, people get snatched up and...
But people don't get snatched up in Ubers?
Hey, they do, but shoot, at least when you got that, you make a payment or something, people know, okay.
So you rather have no witnesses and you feel safer with no witnesses?
Yeah, I guess. You share your little...
I'm just asking a question. Hey, I'm just asking a question.
I would rather take an Uber than take a bus any
I'm
day.
just asking.
Then listen, I've taken the bus a handful of times. It's not for me.
No.
It's a different experience now. It's definitely a different experience.
Thank God for my car.
And up north, the bus is totally different than down here.
Right.
So, I
Like
mean,
even
you know.
in Houston, like growing up in Houston, like a lot of it's so spread out. And I remember my uncle and them, they wouldn't take us to the mall, and he was like, "You lived on, like I lived on the southwest side, and the mall's on the north side. You know how far that is in Houston? Like how, because it's
I heard
so
it's spread
big.
out.
Yeah.
I never been.
And we would have to get on.
I love to come to Houston. Hey, anybody need
Just trying
anything?
to
Want to
get to a
sponsor us?
bus.
Bring us on out. Cover something in Houston. Hey, we down now. Straight No Chase. Holla at
Yeah,
us.
so it's totally different than down here. Like, I don't think I ever been on a bus down here.
You never got on the bus there? Well, I rode the bus back when I was little. I'm from here. Fayetteville, stand up. 2-6, baby. But, like, the bus don't really, like, now it goes, like, Cliffdale. It didn't used to go, no. It used to go, like, the Merck, Bragg Boulevard. That's where the bus went. And Hay Street, at downtown. That was it. So, if you ain't going to them areas, you ain't getting on the bus. I mean, you know, if you're going anywhere on the, I guess they call it the west side, Cliffdale, Ryder, nah. You better have a car.
Gotta find a ride.
Y'all find a ride. You better call somebody. Cause yeah.
Cab.
Yeah, call Tyrone, somebody, a cab, with an Uber. You better do something because you won't be getting on the bus going that way.
Oh wow.
And see, the cabs used to be big back then. Back in the day, yeah. You called the cab. That's when you had your own cab driver. You called him Kojak or whoever you had. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's how Kojak used to be. Rest in peace. I believe he died. If not, hey, my bad. You out there. But
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh man.
I can't remember. It was so long ago. But he might not be. I thought I heard something back in the day, but he might not be. Hey, bear with me.
Oh man.
I'm not always together, people.
Oh man.
Oh God, no, and I'm back in it. All right, back to my brother now. So, well, hold up, we ain't done with Miss Esther.
Oh,
So-
yeah. So I also do women empowerment.
Okay.
I've been through
She does so much, I almost forgot. I tried to move on.
We're going to get to know each other on a personal level.
Hey, let's do it.
But yeah, I do
personal.
women empowerment. I actually am in a group, a nonprofit, and we are called She Made It, Becoming a Better Me.
Okay.
It's 5 of us, and we just actually did a retreat in Myrtle Beach, completely amazing. So I am.
How was that? How was the retreat? Let's talk about the retreat.
It was
What was
good.
that about?
So
It was all women?
yes, it was.
How many women?
It was about 25 of us in the room. So we pretty much booked the rooms out for all of us, and you know, it's more so based on becoming a better you. You know, we all go through
Y'all
different
have
things.
like what they call them? Like night experiences, but like
Yeah, we all share like what?
like little events or what they call
Yeah,
it? Like,
we
little,
do. So we're.
Man, what is it called? I can't think of the name. What it's called? What you know, you go place and they got stuff for you to do. Task, a little.
Yeah, it's like retreat.
Okay,
Like a
yeah.
retreat. Yeah,
Okay.
so we had like a retreat. So we started off. All of us had different things. So we read the book by Joel. I can't even pronounce his last name, but it's Becoming a Better Me. We basically had a section in the book. And then we had a little task for them. So the whole idea of the retreat was just, you know, sometimes as women, we can be petty. You know, that's why I have a lot of guy friends, because it's just very hard sometimes to have a relationship with women. And I've learned with, you know, just with getting older in time that we have to empower each other, because back when I was younger, I'm 28, so back when I was younger, I was, you know, fighting. People don't
Like
see
she
it. I
old
was
now.
fighting in the
Like,
club. I was acting crazy. I was pulling up to doors. Like, I was doing all of that.
You was out of control.
I was.
Off the change.
I was.
Not the chain, but the change.
I was. You know, one thing people knew about me, I was in the books. But, you know, when it came down
You
to
with the
it,
shits.
yeah, I was. I remember one time I fought a girl. I was studying at the park. And I told myself, if I ever see that girl, it was on Pop. I put my books in the car and I pulled up in front of her face, and we fought.
It was on like popcorn.
So now I'm way past that. It's not me anymore.
We all grow.
Yeah, I won't even look to fight nobody or anything like that. But I'm all about women empowerment because we have all different stories, and men as well. I'm all about just growing as a person and learning that people can change. Because I think a lot of times people have this image of us and who we are, who we used to be, and then they can't comprehend that we're changing, that we're growing. So if they know that person that you used to be fighting all the time, and now you don't do that, it's hard for people to comprehend that you can change.
Well, yeah, people want to put you in that box, and try like you just gonna be saying you, but nobody's the same person there. We all evolve, we all grow, and none of the same person we was 5 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just 'cause time and stuff that happens to you in your life is gonna change you. It's gonna affect you different. All of that. So but some people like to think that you still that same person, you still have that same mindset, and so they'll try to handle you like that, and you be looking at them like
you grow with experiences.
Exactly. I ain't even there no more, B. You way back there.
Yeah.
You really don't even know me now. To be honest with you.
Yeah, so we do a lot of women empowerment. We're doing we do live events on Facebook.
Okay.
So we come together, we talk about what's going to be the discussion of topics. So the last one we did on Facebook was just relationships, just talking about relationships, different things we all been through, and how it's okay sometimes to be that dummy, right? That people call you to be, because sometimes you have to go through that phase of being that dummy to learn who you are, your worth, to love yourself. To just be the woman that you're supposed to be. And then, tell your story. So I'm very big on being transparent. And I always tell my story when I meet somebody just so they can know who I am and why I am the way I am. And that way, if they're going through something, because you never know what somebody's going through, they could be at their wit's end where they might want to go off themselves. And now you just sat down, had a conversation with them, and you changed their whole life because you sat down and had that conversation with them. So I'm very big on women empowerment, very big on just people around me and my circle just elevating. So most of my friends know, like, if you're not doing what you're supposed to, I'm going to be the real friend and tell you, like, hey.
You're going to be the voice of reason.
Get your stuff together.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You're that friend.
Yeah.
You need that friend. You got to have that friend, y'all.
Exactly. You have to.
They have them awkward conversations with you. You have, like my man said earlier, you have a lot of yes men that leads you in the wrong direction quickly.
Yeah, and not just with women. A big thing I'm big on is just with children. That's our future coming up. I want to do. So
children still our future, you think?
Yeah, children are our future.
You still think that?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe children are our future.
This last generation got me questioned.
No, yeah. I mean, for most
y'all out of
definitely,
control.
I feel like.
And all you want to do is shake your ass and twerk.
It all started at home.
I ain't mad at it. I like the footage. But I'm just saying.
It all started at home, though. And it's true because you got babies raising.
Well, you
babies.
got not baby. What's the
what?
You got tablets raising babies now. You got YouTube and all that, whatever they on the game or whatever. Teletubby, whatever they on. I know that's what we was on.
He said Teletubby. We were on Teletubby.
That's what we was on. I know they on that TikTok.
All this other stuff.
They got so much now. Yeah, it's crazy. Like you can't even get. I train in basketball sometime with the youngest. If you need training, Lucius Consulting. But you can't even get the kids out the house or off the damn game to play ball now.
Goodness.
You got to. Yeah, both. I have 2 boys and they both active in sports. I'm big on that. Okay. You gotta get outside. My oldest son loved to play that Fortnite.
They be on that all night. My nephew be the same way. Be in there, eat, sleep, shit the game.
Oh, yep. My kids too.
All night you hear him in there. 4 or 5 in the morning up on the game.
It's terrible.
Then he sleep till 12 in the afternoon, 1 in the afternoon.
So look, when my kids, they up all night playing the game, I wake up early in the morning. I'm like, hey, we gotta do some training. I just make up a routine.
Yeah, you get them up.
Yeah, just do it, training.
Okay, yeah, you got me actually. That's what I'm saying, man. But the children are our future.
And they watch us.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is true.
It's big. I mean, I just hearing like Cumberland County has a big, percentage of children in foster care. It's crazy how many kids are in foster care out here. So I was in foster care growing up. So
hold on, we're going to pause that right there. We're going to take a break for a second here from a couple of our sponsors. We definitely going to get into that when we get back, because I want to hear a little more about that, the foster care situation. Thanks for watching with us.
Oh my God, this is the best cookie I've ever had, yo.
Girl, you must be crazy.
Oh my, that's actually the name of the company, Crazy Cookies. Try one. It's good, right?
Man, hey, I don't know what you've been doing or how you've been living, but if you ain't had one of these crazy cookies, you ain't been living right. Strait No Chase. Delicious.
This episode of Strait No Chase was sponsored in part by Crazy Cookies. To get your crazy cookies, dial 910-747-4148 or email us at crazycookies910@gmail.com.
Okay, people, we're back. Thank you for joining us again. We're going to get back into this foster care situation we were talking about. If you weren't with us before, we were talking about Miss Esther dropped some numbers on me that I was a little astonished by when she was talking about the foster care. Now, go back and see what you were saying. Now, how many kids in Cumberland County with the fosters?
So there's a very high percentage of kids in foster care in Cumberland County, and the reason why I learned that is because I was taking a course on you have to become certified to become a guardian ad litem. So a lot of people don't know what that is. So when you go to court, or when a foster child goes to court, you have a guardian ad litem that is your advocate. So basically they file your case, they sit down with you, you tell them your feelings, if you're a young age where you can't really, speak for yourself, they just observe your visits with your family, and then they come to court and they speak on your behalf. So that's what I went for. But going through that course... I have a funny
story for Uncle Justin's story time about foster care situation too, but go ahead.
Going through that course, we learned that a lot of kids are in foster care, and, it's sad to see that because kind of like I was saying, kids are our future, and it all starts at home. So to learn that many of the children... Kids.
I'm
Take that back.
We love the kids. Just joking with Strait No Chase loves the kids.
Oh man!
I will come through the 3-liter bottle bag of chips and the big 3-liter soda and the big bag of chips. I apologize. I will come through and occupy the kiddies. No. But
there's a lot of kids in the system right now in Cumberland County, and I was very surprised to hear that. I wish I would have brought, if I knew I was going to speak on that, I wish I would have brought the statistics. Yeah, just to kind of, let you guys know.
We do have internet access in here.
Yeah. Let's see if we can pull it. I was actually trying.
I'm just saying.
I was trying to pull it up.
Phone and cooperating.
Let's see.
Yeah, I had a funny story happened to me when I was back in school, back when I was in high school. Me and Krystal went to high school together, if y'all don't know that.
Dirty Bird.
Yeah, Dirty Bird. We're old. But
04.
This is actually when I was going to Jack Britt. I had a situation with a girl who we used to pick. We're going to just start talking about it too. It's a wild story. It's old, but it's real wild. It's going to trip you all out. It's a wild story. It tripped me out. I almost wasn't here. None of this would be happening now. And I'm a nice guy. I don't want to hurt nobody.
You are nice.
I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want no problems. I'm with the shits, but I don't want no smoke. I don't want no problems.
Look at this. It says here, this is just for maltreatment, and this was back in 2015. So this is not that long ago. For every 10K, 42.3% were in foster care. So almost half of those kids were in foster care. That was in 2015, and abuse and everything is much worse. So that's just saying in 2015, 42.3% of out of 10,000 of every 10,000.
That's too many.
That's almost half the amount of kids were in foster care. Wow. And there's actually not enough caseworkers. That's why if you ever meet a caseworker, their caseload is so high and they have so many children. That's why they have guardian ad litems, because caseworkers have so much load that when they come to court, sometimes they're not prepared because they have so many kids to see that they're not ready to kind of tell the judge, hey, this is what's going on. So now we have guardian ad litems, which we don't get paid. We just come volunteering. So if you guys want to do something
no pay.
Yeah, no pay. But you know what?
Deal with all that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You're doing it for a good cause.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You think about the future, because it's so scary to think that my kids, I don't even want to think about when I'm gone, but when I'm gone and then it's time for them to step up and then their kids, and just to see how the generations is just changing, what kids are into now, how kids are 9-10 years old, watching porn and the stuff they listening to is crazy, and my son, he's 9, and he's so just oblivious to things because he's 9, he don't act any older, and to know that there's other kids out there that just talk about crazy things. I don't even want to think about my son being in that kind of environment. So that's why you have to protect your kid. And if you're in a situation where there's kids, my house is the block for all the kids. They know if you want to go anywhere, my kids can't leave my house, but y'all can all come here. You eat up all the snacks. Y'all go in the backyard, but before you leave, you're gonna clean the house up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, before you go, you gotta clean the house up.
You gotta clean up behind yourself.
Yeah.
That was my house growing up.
Most of the neighborhood kids love my house.
That was my house. Yeah.
Ooh, that was a lot to unpack about that foster care now. Man, I didn't know it was going down like that. That's we gotta do something about that. We gotta how do we fix that? I don't know. How do we fix that?
One thing I was thinking about, like, what's in Fayetteville, there's really not like a building, right? Because there's YMCA, but there's really not a building out here. Or at least I haven't heard of anything where kids come to, like, aside from like prime time, where the kids go after school or something. It's not something where. So there's something called Real World. So when you're in DSS, they have a Real World event, and it's 8 hours long on a Saturday, and it's usually high school kids. So they come and they sit down with them for 8 hours, and you learn how to do checks and balances, how to apply for, if you're going to go to college, how to apply for an apartment, how to learn how to do an application. So we do all that in 8 hours. Imagine what a solid team could come up with. If you're really about the kids, imagine what a solid team of people could come up with just having even a building, because a lot of times children it's crazy because when COVID started, now imagine all these kids where their safe haven was going to school.
Right.
And now they had to be forced to be. Imagine how much abuse.
Yeah. A lot of kids they wasn't eating. Yeah. That's why they started giving the kids lunches. The schools was like, you can drive through and get the lunch. A lot of kids they depended on that lunch to eat. Because they wouldn't eat. The parents couldn't afford the food at the house, whatever the situation was. I mean, I've been there. I grew up, you know what I'm saying? We stayed in the trailer. My mom used to cook our food in the kerosene heat at one point, you know what I'm saying? So I done been there. So I know how it is, the struggle in that.
There's a lot of runaways last year, too. Because of COVID,
Yeah, and I really feel like the biggest way or some way to fix it is just, like, and I've thought about this. I mean, I prayed on this. I was like, you know what? I really want to have, like, a nonprofit, but I don't want to just jump into anything. You know what I mean? Because I want it to be the right thing. But I think that's a goal of mine. Like, locally, I've seen that there's really not a place for kids to just go. There are, like, football teams and stuff like that, but are we teaching them about credit? Are we teaching them about buying a house? Are we teaching them about how to use credit cards? Things that are important, because in high school, you don't learn about none of that. And there's so much, like, I've come across so many people that have, like, they're hustlers, and they know how to get some money. If you just put different people in the room who know different things and then teach these children, from little. Like, I tell my kids stuff now. My son, I was just talking to him about the difference between a credit card and debit card. He 5. Not that he gonna remember, but he was asking me. You remember? What's the difference between? And I'm teaching him.
Keep feeding information to him. Keep feeding it to him. You retain it.
You gotta teach him. You gotta teach him young. You gotta teach him young. People think that for me, it's like, I want to do good in my life, but my healing and for me is like the good thing about me is like I feel like what I love about myself is that I want to help other people. That's what helps me. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing like doing for somebody else. Like, you can do good in life for yourself, but when you do good for somebody else, that's like a different level of life.
Well, that's when you made it. When you can elevate somebody else. Yeah. That's when you can elevate people around you. That's when you know you made it.
Exactly.
So, I mean, But you were saying you wanted to get into that too, about the banking and stuff the banks don't want us to know and stuff like that. Talk to me a little bit about that. Let's get into that.
So I'm a banker. I work for New American Funding. My NMLS number is on the screen here. So pretty much a lot of minorities, just a lot of people, middle class people, we don't know how the banks work, how to buy
have a clue.
Investment properties, how to buy a house. So here's a trick. When it comes to credit, a lot of people always think, I just need to go, get a car loan or a loan from the bank. Loans don't really help your credit. It's all about your credit cards. It's all about credit cards. Credit cards is 30% of your credit score. So a lot of people that I talk to, they say, I don't have a credit card because I'm scared of it. I don't know how to use it. It's fair. False evidence appearing real. So credit cards is the easiest thing to use. And this is the trick that the banks and the American system and banks, this is what they got they got a relationship with each other. So whenever you get a credit card, or if you have numerous credit cards, you want to add up your total credit limits. Add them all up. Whatever that number gives you, times it by 15%. That 15% is your credit card utilization. A lot of people say 30%. A lot of these Facebook gurus, YouTube people, 30%. It's all about 15%. You times that. Whatever that number gives you, that 15% number gives you, that's going to be your total running balance you need to have. The rule is you pay your credit cards on a due date. You never pay them on the first, third, all these crazy times like where these gurus on Facebook people say. Always just pay them on the due date. After your due date, just wait 8 days. The reason why you wait 8 days is because technology. Technology is slow, it can lag, anything can happen. So you always wait 8 days after you make your payment to reuse the card. What's going to happen, you're going to have a small balance. And I know a lot of people say, well, I pay my credit cards at 0. And I don't want a balance. I'm using it. But here's the thing. When us bankers pull your credit, it does not show that, Krystal used her credit card and maxed it out and then she paid it on due date. It doesn't tell us none of that.
It don't tell you that.
They don't tell us nothing. It just say 0. And so
okay.
The banks, right? The banks, they the broker's business. The banks don't have no money. They don't even own no money.
No, they taking everybody else's money and giving it out. That's what I tell you all the time.
Banks is so broke. So what they're doing is they make money off the interest. So the banks and the American credit system, they talk to each other. So when you pay your credit card at 0, the banks, they're going to say, hey, Krystal paid her credit cards off the 0. We didn't make no money off interest. So just give her 2-3 points just because she wasn't late. Now Esther, on the other hand, she left us some interest. Give her 30 points, 40 points, 50 points. Because we made money off of her. So you got to pay to play. And if you do this little formula, pay to play. If you do this little formula, your credit score is going to jump up. It's going to jump up. You can be out of 600, you can go from 600 to 640. And the reason why I know this, because I do this with clients that come to me. So
you do this.
Yeah, I do it, man. I do it. When
the man say I do this, that mean he do it.
Yeah. So you can go from a 600 getting terrible terms to a 640 getting decent terms when it comes to buying a house. And also the thing with credit, a lot of people will say, well, I'm cash heavy. Cash is not worth nothing right now. The dollar, it's a dollar. But cash is not your friend. It's all about credit.
Full episode, follow our YouTube channel. Go ahead, brother, keep talking.
So it's all about the credit. So with credit, a lot of people say, I got cash in my account. And they just sit in the bank. Well, that cash is not making you no money. You got to understand how money works. And banks don't want you to understand how money works. Because if everybody understand, they're going to be like, well, I need to keep my money in the bank. I'm just going to put it to work. So the banks don't want us to know that. So what I challenge everybody, if you have money just sitting in a savings account, checking account, and it's not making you any money.
2% interest.
Yeah. Barely that sometimes. I know credit union.
They taking it out, giving it out to everybody else, except people look like you.
Exactly. And the formula is this. All you got to do is just have good credit. Just have good credit. And you can start buying real estate. If you want to buy your first house, hey, there's programs out here that can help with your down payment. But if you truly want to build wealth off real estate, have good credit, have some money, immediately put that money to work on a commercial mortgage. Commercial mortgages don't show up on your personal credit at all. So now you can take that money and put the money that was in your bank account to work on to flip a house. Or my strategy, what I like to do, I like to buy houses, the ugliest houses on the block. So if y'all got ugly houses, please send them my way.
All the ugly houses he wants.
Yeah, matter of fact, send them to Esther.
Send them to
Esther. Yeah, she got her in the comps. But so the thing is,
I want the pretty ones myself.
Yeah, so here's the trick with the ugly houses. A lot of people, even now with this, Fayetteville's hot right now with real estate. Can't nobody find a house. Super hot. But it's houses out there, and a lot of first-time home buyers don't think like a first-time home buyer. Think like an investor. Because even that first house is an investment. So if you know, hey, you getting outbidded, but you got good credit and some money, go buy an investment property. Buy the ugly house on the block. You can get a hard money loan. There's programs out here, right? It's a commercial mortgage. You can get a hard money loan, put 10% down, and then they'll fund 100% of the rehab. All of this is in your business name. And then you take that.
I need all of this.
You fix the house up, right? And I did this play. I'm going to give y'all my real numbers on this play. So I bought a house for $8,000. I fixed it up, put $40,000 in. So I'm all in $48,000, right? And I called the bank, and I was like, hey, bank, I want to refinance. Refinance meaning, let them like give me a mortgage. But the thing is, the bank is paying me to let them mortgage my property. Meaning the bank is going to give me, so the house appraised for $128,000. The bank is going to give me 75% of the value of that $128,000. So now I get $96,000, right?
This is me leaning in with interest.
so now you get $96,000 back. And check this out. It's all tax-free. It's tax-free. The reason why it's tax-free...
Man, I might need to move a little closer for more interest. You talking about tax-free? Damn, you talking like that. Hold up. Now I need to come on this side of the table.
So it's tax-free. And now what you do with that tax-free money, you pay yourself back the 8, pay yourself back the 40, and now you got whatever's left over. I think it was like $45,000. But now you got that all tax-free because it's a loan. So now you got to invest in property. And the thing is,
everybody locked in.
A lot of people say, oh, yeah, I want to get into investment properties, but they kind of scared to move. But when you buy an investment property, especially in Fayetteville, you got the military, especially when they do their little stuff, like, transfers. But my favorite tenant is Section 8, the government. I love it.
Section 8.
Section 8, the best tenant.
Always on time.
Man, Section 8 never late. I need a shirt, by the way, that says that.
Section 8 ain't never late. You heard it. Section 8 ain't never late. Look, Section 8 ain't never late. I'm going to put some rhymes on y'all in a minute.
and there's nothing wrong with people on Section 8. Because the government, well, a lot of people don't know.
I wish my rent could be $10. Shit. What? Shit. What? Oh, Section 8.
So here's the thing, though. Like, even right now, Biden, because it's an affordable housing issue going on throughout the United States. The government wants investors to buy houses to house people.
That's all we're going to do.
At an affordable price.
That's a tune in.
The government, they don't want to be
YouTube with Jesse Mitchell.
They don't want to be in real estate at all. The government, they like, hey, like, we will, like, if y'all can just get these people decent houses, we will pay you. So during the pandemic, a lot of my investor buddies, they they did student housing. They got the highest rents in the area just because, hey, I ain't doing Section 8. I don't want them tearing up my home. They're people. They don't tear up your home because they can lose their voucher. So right when the pandemic got real bad, some people stopped paying their rent due to, loss of jobs. Student housing had a terrible, they had a terrible decline because those kids went back. Well, my team and my students that I show, we all laughing in the bank. Laughing to the bank because it's like, hey, we got Section 8.
Yeah, they gonna pay you regardless.
Pandemic? You mean bandemic? What you mean?
You getting banned up, huh?
Look, because it's like, hey,
the rubber band man.
Section 8 is there. The government pays every time on the first direct deposit.
Don't miss.
And the thing is, these tenants, they're not going to move out, especially if you buy in a good neighborhood and you rehab your houses the right way. And the thing is, all first-time home buyers in Fayetteville, look into doing this if you have some money and a minimum 650 credit score. Because now you can really start building generational wealth and start,
That's the key.
Just being on a different level. Because really, your personal house that you live in, it's a liability. Yeah. Like my personal house, it don't make me no money at all. It's just a roof over my head. I'm thankful to God for it, but the thing is, start building assets and wealth fast as you can. Like before I bought my first house, I was buying rental properties for years, just because I was like, this house that I bought, it's not gonna make me no money, but I throw somebody in here, I can make $200 at this house, $200, $300. It adds up. It adds up, and now next thing you know, people that hate their job when only they're 9 to 5. Hey, you got some real estate to kind of help you out, but don't just leave your 9 to 5 to get into real estate. Use your 9 to 5 as
don't jump off the boat.
Yeah, look at your 9 to 5 as your first investor. And the banks, they don't want you to know that either, because they're like lend you money to possibly get into real estate, but you got to be smart because it's other people's money at the end of the day. And the bank, they're betting against you. Every time the bank lends me money or my students' money, they're betting against us. Like, oh, they gonna be default, they gonna mess up, the tenant is not gonna pay. All you gotta do is to be smarter than the banks, because a lot of these bankers at these big banks, they don't know nothing about building wealth. Straight up, they don't speak this language. Like what I'm saying now, it's like I'm speaking a different language that's unknown to them, like the motherland language. in a way.
Shout out to the motherland again.
Yeah, like when they first came, when slavery before that, when they captured them, it was a different language. That's how it is when I speak versus, you going to a big bank and asking your banker, hey, can I do this? Because they're going to be like, what? You just got to have 600. I don't know. Let me get back with you. So that's the pretty much formula on how.
So how'd you learn all of this?
Man,
trial and error, or?
I had a mentor. It was a Cuban guy, man. He was such a jerk. Like a real jerk. Like, I got into real estate when I was in college. I was broke. And I was like, man, I got to figure out how to make some money. So I got into credit repair. So then he was like, man, credit repair is cool, but you need to understand business credit. So he showed me business credit. So, like, when I tell you I barely graduated college, like, it was like by the grace of God. Because this guy, he was like, man, I was like, man, I got class. He was like, man, so he was like, yo, you got to go fly out to Atlanta, go to this conference, this business credit conference, this credit conference, or banking conference, and just network with these bankers, underwriters. So I'm in college and just like missing class because I got to, go fly out somewhere.
But he put you on, though.
Yeah, he put me on. But when I say he was a jerk, like, a couple times he was like, I'm going to pay for your ticket. I'm going to pay for your hotel. All right, cool. But he's like, I'm going to pay.
I need those type of jerks in my life.
No, but he was like, I'm only going to pay for your hotel for one night. The conference is like 3 days, 5 days. So I'm like, what you mean? He was like, you got to bring us a client. And actually a few times, like once I start getting...
this ain't no vacation. You working, baby. You better do some work while you out there.
Pretty good at it. He was just like, you know what? Like, you get it now. He was like, I'm just going to pay for your flight. Like, you got to figure out your own hotel, but the thing is you got to bring a client. I was like...
So he pushed you?
Oh, no. It wasn't put... It was like a jerk. I had a family in college, so...
Motivation, like push, like
I
to
guess.
find that client.
Yeah.
You gonna find that client.
Yeah, pretty much.
You ain't gonna eat tonight, wood.
Yeah, it was rough. So
you gonna gnaw your paw up, or you gonna stay chewed, or you gonna stay tied up.
Yeah, so it was rough because he had like a program going on helping people get funding, and he was just like, all right, this is how you learn it. And then he showed me the real estate. He was like, all right, credit, so now you got to use credit. He was like, you got to learn how to use other people's money. And I was like, man, I'm college. Ain't nobody gonna give me the money. He was like, the bank's money. First you use the bank's money, show people you know how to use the bank's money, then they'll lend you their money. So I was like, okay. So he taught me how to use business credit to buy my first rental property.
So he always had a lot of dough.
Huh?
This guy, he always had a lot of money, this guy.
Man, he did, man. I ain't gonna lie, like
so he know he doing.
I met him my sophomore year in college. Our relationship lasted until my senior year, going into the fall, because he told me, he was like, hey, I'm going back home to Cuba.
Yeah, I made a killing. I'm good.
Yeah. He was just like,
I'm by this island. I'm finna go chill.
Yeah, so he was just like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna show you the game. He was like, it's on you to like figure it out. And I met him. Where did I meet this guy? I met him at North Carolina Central at the parade. I was just out there. Went to the parade to meet with a guy about let me buy his house. But it was seller financing. And he seen that I was out there. He was like, hey, man, you want to learn how to make money? And I was like, yeah. And I thought, he was going to, like, show me how to sell drugs or something. Yeah, so I was like, okay, paid in full. But I say it was like a paid in full experience. Cuban guy. I'm, black. But he really showed me the game, opened my eyes up. And I was like, oh, man. So from there, like, I just been, showing people and just doing it, every day. And then, like, once I got tired of being a credit repair coach, because being a credit repair coach is, like, it's for the birds. It's draining. Like, people don't respect credit repair coaches.
They don't respect your time either.
Yeah, like, credit repair coaches, shout out to all of the coaches. Like, I understand where y'all at. My cousin is a big banker in Charlotte, and he was sending me some of his clients, and I was like, man, how much you make after I get a credit right? He told me, and I was like, oh, I'm tripping.
I'm doing the wrong thing.
I'm doing the wrong thing. I was like, what?
'Cause I ain't making nowhere near that.
Yeah, so I had a contract. So if you know credit, here's another gem. If you know credit, you can actually go like do a contract with small banks, because banks they need clients with good credit to lend them money. So I did like a small little deal with a local bank, small bank, well, a regional bank actually, and I was like, hey, like, let me be on y'all payroll, but just help people with credit. Well, they couldn't just hire me to do that, so they was like, you're gonna be a teller part-time. So I did teller work 3 days out the week, and then 2 days out the week, like, I meet with everybody that got denied.
That's ladies' work, ain't it? 80% life. That's ladies' work, ain't it?
Look, like, being a teller, though, like, it was cool. Like,
shout out, Eddie.
You get to, like, count money and stuff, talk with people, but on, like, Tuesdays and Thursdays, everybody that got denied, they meet with me. I look at their stuff, and, like, I'm pretty much helping these people get their credit right, and then they coming back getting them, making money off the bank. Because the bank's like, hey, your credit's good, all right, we can lend you this money. And now the bank is, their numbers, they like hitting their numbers. So I was like doing this for a few branches. And like I asked them, I was like, hey, I want to be a mortgage banker. And then they was like, cool, you can meet with the, mortgage, the head area manager. So I met with her, and she was like, oh yeah, you'll be great as a processor. No disrespect to my processors, but I got that hustle in me. I'm not a paper pusher. So I was like, nah, I can't be a processor. Like, I know what I'm doing. That's not for me. Yeah, so pretty much they was like, you know what? Like, you just gonna stay in this role. So I was like, all right. So it's this guy, shout out to the Lamont. I was like, Lamont, how you get your mortgage license? Because he used to be a mortgage banker. And he was like, man, this how you gotta do it. So he told me all the game, like they would not tell me. So he gave me the play from A to Z, and I did it. So once I got licensed, I was like, oh man, I know credit, and I know banking, and I know investing. Oh man, I'm about to create millionaires. I'm about to tell the whole spill the beans. Everybody about to be wealthy when they're around me.
Yeah, that's how you want it.
Yeah, why not?
That way they ain't gotta ask you for nothing.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So
everybody eats, B.
Yeah, so I like to teach people how to fish. So that's how I really got in it.
Okay.
And I'm thankful that I'm in it.
I bet. Yeah. I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
Making a paper now.
I ain't lying.
Well, it's not. It's really about helping people. Because really, like, it's a blessing to show, like, helping somebody go from 0 houses to nothing. Like, I got a client. Me and this guy been working with each other.
0 houses to nothing.
No,
I'm sorry. Oh yeah.
That ain't a big jump.
0 to something.
I got you.
Yeah, I got this client. Him and I've been like rocking for 2.5 years. He started with 0 houses. Now he has 8 houses, and he just followed my formula like to the T. Like everything.
So now you gotta come in hand over fist.
Yeah, like
hand over fist. It's coming in.
Yeah, he's just doing it. He's just doing it. So that's like the real reason why I love this industry. It's not because the money that we make, but it's about helping people and showing middle class. Because I grew up middle class, like food stamps type stuff. So to show people that's in that situation and seeing them get out of that situation, it's like a gangster move. I love it. I love it.
Jack move, fool.
I love it.
Oh, Krystal, you been quiet over there. Talk to us about what you got going on.
I was listening to the mortgage bank.
I was all in myself. Yeah, you talking about that paper? Yeah, I did that. Okay, well, we was talking earlier about your shirts you're making.
Yes.
Let's get into that.
Yes. So last year, during the pandemic.
The pandemic.
The pandemic, yeah, because the pandemic made me into an entrepreneur. That's what that did. But my husband brought me the equipment, and he was like, I want you to make my
Shout out my dog, John.
Yeah.
We used to
He's
battle
a personal
growing
trainer.
up.
Evolution Fitness and Results on Raleigh Road.
Hit him up.
Yes.
He put that work on you now.
Yes, he will. Yes, every bit of it. So he was like, "You're gonna do my shirts for me, my logo." I was like, "Okay, cool." So at first it was that's all I did. I just made his shirts, his logos, and he started selling them. And they was like selling, and I was like, shoot. Well, I'm a girl boss, so I'm gonna do this, right? So I like created this logo.
Set your mind to it.
And it said girl boss, and it's just like girl boss and like all over the shirt. And I posted it, and it went crazy. I was like, I think I wanted something here. And so I just continued to like push in it, and I had a girl boss movement for about 3 years. Where I just motivated the women in the community just to continue to shine their light on doing what they love.
Got to shine, ladies.
Yes.
Don't let none of these suckers out here dim your light.
Exactly.
You got to shine.
Exactly. So that's just how it all started. And I've always been a little entrepreneur at heart. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always been doing something that made money. And then recently, going on continuously making the designs, the different designs that I do. Recently, now I have the new one out. It's called Self Love. And this new one, Hustle Her, because, the dream is free, but the hustle is so separate.
Oh,
So,
all right.
You gotta hustle to get.
The dream is free, but the hustle is so separately.
Yes. So I do believe in motivating women to continue to push in their dreams and never to give up on their dreams. Be that girl boss that's inside of you, because even though people try to tear us down, and women can do anything that a man can do. Women can do it all.
We don't agree with that on Strait No Chase, but we're gonna let that ride. We support the ladies now. We support the ladies. We love the ladies.
I'm just a feminist.
I don't know. No, they got real quiet when she said that. No. We just gonna speed past that. No.
We about to edit it out.
You can't just do everything a man can do now.
No, I'm talking about in business.
Yeah.
We can sit right beside y'all at the corporate tables and handle it just as good as you guys can.
If not better.
Y'all can make decisions. Yeah. Y'all qualified to make decisions. Right, yes, but
you would be nowhere without us. And that's just what I believe. I'm a feminist. I'm for the women.
I love the ladies, so we're gonna leave it at that. I'm surrounded by ladies in here, and I don't want no problems, people. So I'm not gonna get into it. All I'm gonna say is, my man Kevin Samuels broke it down. That's all I'm gonna say. Wow. Man created everything that you do, from the house you live in, from the car you drive, all that. Men created that, not women.
Took us to the moon.
They did. Who created the actual structure that took us to the moon?
Back to your shirt.
Oh man. Okay. But like I said, no. Y'all are very intelligent. Now y'all are qualified to diagram that and to create the what they call it, schematics for it. Yeah. But to actually put it together, hey, we need men.
Hey, you'd be surprised. Some women get dirty. I know.
Some of them do.
I know men who don't know how to change a spare tire.
Oh man.
I will go and change my spare tire.
What kind of men you know? What kind of men is these?
Crazy.
Some men out there like
I know men who do not know how to change a spare tire.
Daddies ain't teaching their sons how to change.
Okay.
Who teach them?
Shoot.
I don't know what kind of. You don't understand. How hard is it to change a tire?
I don't put nobody on the spot, but.
Shots fired.
Yes, there are men that do not know how to change.
Back to the feminists. We get off our go and continue. I just had to say something about that though. That right there threw me for a loop right there.
Probably all the
girl power.
Hey, girl power now, but I'm just I gotta speak up for the fellas now.
I would say this though, like having like the way I build my business, I always have a woman like a part of it, because like when women you can trust them in business over men, because men.
They're dirty.
Like everybody gotta be the alphas.
They want to be the man.
Yeah.
They're gonna deal with that, obviously. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But that's dealing with them with their mental, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're not physically creating stuff or putting stuff together, right? I said that they're absolutely qualified for that. Now, there's no problem with that. Yeah, a woman could be president.
Yeah.
She could run the country, no doubt.
It's gonna happen.
But when we talking about building and creating stuff, that's a little different. But go ahead. Continue. She upset with me now. Not a girl mad at me.
I'm not upset.
Not even mad with me now.
You can have your own opinion. I'm going to keep mine.
I would never try to change your opinion. Yeah. Never try to change your opinion. And we accept and respect it here at Strait No Chase.
Exactly. Girl boss.
Hey. Girl boss. I love it.
Girl boss behind the brand. So, but anyways, so I did that. So, then I didn't sell them at first. I just did it as I would give them away each month.
So you did it like crack. You gave them a taste to bring them on back.
Right. Huh? Each month that I would nominate a girl to be a girl boss of the month, I would give her a shirt. And that's how it got out. Like how the shirt, it was like, oh, the quality of the shirt. The,
made them feel like there was somebody, gave them a platform. Yeah, that was real smart.
I can wash it, it don't shrink. I'd say like all the positive comments. And I was like, okay, I could keep going. And I just built my brand around motivation, because I love to motivate people. But I also do custom orders. So anything custom, like Strait No Chase, put that on a shirt,
We do have the merchandise coming soon.
Yes.
They'll be available for you for your purchasing.
So any custom orders, no matter what it's on, I can do it.
You're not gonna be like some of these other guys when I hit you up and it's 2 months later I ain't got my stuff still, right?
I went through that situation.
You know who you are.
When I first.
I love you, so I ain't gonna expose you.
Oh man.
When I first started my girl boss movement, I did
Still my brothers.
I did use somebody, and I would literally have to hit them up all the time, like, yo, where my shirts? Like, where my shirts?
I'm like, I mean, we fam. I love you to death now, but damn, I ain't asked if
yeah,
my money's on time.
Yeah, most of my orders, no matter how big they are about 5 to 7 days.
Okay.
It's a turnaround. Sometimes sooner than that.
Okay.
Yep. And then so I just kept it going.
Might be doing some business soon.
Yeah, and then branched off.
Gotta support the ladies.
Exactly. Girl boss. Keep it as long as you keep it there and you support the ladies. That's all.
I'm gonna support the ladies. I'm still gonna have my opinion, but I'm gonna support you now.
Go.
No. I'm still gonna support. 'Cause I love the ladies.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
So this year, in May, I did the big jump. What some people are scared to do, and I left the corporate world and I'm chasing my
you all the way in, huh? Both feet in. That's how you got to be. Cause if it ain't, you ain't gonna be successful.
Right.
You can't half-ass do nothing and make it pop. You gotta really go ahead and
when
commit.
I was in corporate, I was up late at night.
Killing yourself for somebody else's dream.
Right, exactly. I was helping them, their dreams succeed, and mine was.
They making millions, buying yachts and all that, and you getting 10%, 20% of what you making.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Same that I explained to my brother when I was trying to have him come work with my business with me, and he asked me why should my company get anything at all. So my brother asked me, but he don't ask my man. He worked for that. When he getting 20% of what he make.
Right.
He go right there with a smile and work for that $16 an hour. He's excited to get. But that's a discussion for another day. That's what that's a mentality that we haven't broken. But like I said, my brother's a little older than me, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's hard with the older ones.
Oh yeah. And I am the little brother, so you know how that goes too. A lot of people don't want to work for the little brother.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, money's money. If I can help you create more wealth, why would you go work for somebody else?
Right.
And you my brother, first of all. You're never gonna work for me. You gonna work with me because you my brother.
Right.
So I would never have my brother working for me. That you my brother. Right. Nah, but you know how it go. But okay. There it is then. Okay, that's what's up. So actually, the pandemic worked out for you.
It did, because it turned me into an entrepreneur. It made me take that jump.
Are you making more than you were making before?
I am.
You got your own thing going and you making more? Shit, hey, you winning.
Yeah.
Up top. Hey, I love to see it. The sisters doing their thing.
Right.
Shout out to the sisters out there doing your thing now.
The girl boss is in the building.
Hey, got them in here, and they're red too. You know I like them reddish. We're gonna take another break on that, y'all.
It's not often I let hands touch me, but when I do, I'm touched by me, and that's Strait No Chase.
This episode of Strait No Chase was brought to you in part by Touched by Me Massage Therapy. To book your appointment, dial 910-359-2873. It's your time to relax.
Welcome back. I'm Tevin Jones, and I'm here with the Mad Rapper. And frankly, he's very mad. Now I'm stop. Shout out Bad Boy Diddy. We back here, Strait No Chase, baby. We're gonna get ready to wrap it up, but I can't leave you now without Uncle Jesse's story time. So today we're gonna touch on the older story because the beautiful Miss Esther told us about discussed foster care. So the situation I had back when I used to go to Jack Britt. Shout out Jack Britt, all my Jack Britt people. Y'all know who y'all is. I love y'all. We used to pick on the bus. I used to ride the bus to school at this point, obviously. So except when I went to Bird. When I went to Bird, I was Lance Whippington then. Yeah, yeah, I was Lance Whippington then. I was pulling up on you then. Yeah, I was Lance. Yeah, Lance Whippington. Yeah, I was doing my thing. I thought I was somebody had my little pickup truck. I'm pulling up. I can leave school. I thought I was the shit then. But that was senior year at Bird. Okay. When I was going to Jack Britt, 11th grade, 10th or 11th grade. Yeah, I believe it might have been one of the two. It was this girl, she stayed in it was a foster house we used to pick. It's right by John Griffin. It used to be, I think they built some new houses. It's a road that'll take you back to the new houses now. It was a house right on the road, right before you get to John Griffin. That's the middle school. And they stayed in there. It was like a foster, how foster house be a bunch of kids. They would all come out and get on the bus. So, when they rode the bus every day. There was a couple girls, couple guys. We paid them no mind. Now, I am a little older now, so I'm not like I used to be. I used to be a little wild. Krystal though, she know me back in the day. Well, I was a little reckless with my mouth.
Now he's thinking about it. He's like, wait, I don't know.
No. I'm honest. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna keep it real, But I don't remember me necessarily saying nothing too outrageous to her or out of the way to her. But I was something else. So, it'll tell her what I could have said or what I was joking, making jokes. So, you know how you do on the bus. We all rode the school bus.
Exactly.
You know how you in the back, and I was in the back of the bus. So, you're in the back of the bus, you're cutting up. So you joking and clowning or whatever, it's all good. So, apparently, whatever I said to her was too much. She had made up her mind that she was going to kill me. The decision was made. I don't give a damn. There wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. His ass is grass and I'm the lawnmower. She had made a decision. So she had made a whole poster about how she was gonna kill me. Yeah, she had a poster that she had wrote at the house, I guess, or whatever. I think she had a fucking picture of me and she had cut like the head off and had on the shit too. Like, shit was crazy, man. So she gets on the damn bus. She got a fucking she's got a wrench.
Yeah.
But the big one. Y'all know the big one that y'all motherfuckers be having about that's like about that long and with the end about like that thick. She got that in a book bag with the damn with the cardboard thing folded up with her. And she finna lay me out on the bus with that. She had enough.
Hey.
She had enough. I don't care what this little skinny bastard say today. I'm in his ass.
Oh man!
I got something for him today. When he walked by me today, get off this bus, it's gonna be his last walk.
She gonna crack you.
She was gonna give it to me. Luckily, I don't know if she had told some kids or the bus driver seen it or what, but they caught it. And they ended up taking her to the office and all that. I ended up coming to the office. So at this point, I'm still oblivious. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Because she never jumped off. So I ain't paying her no attention. It's the foster girl, the foster kid, whatever. Worry about that girl. She was a little, she was a little different. I ain't gonna say weird, but she was a little different. She was like, I ain't gonna say she was like a goth girl, but one of them like, it was different. She wasn't, I played ball. I hang with the cool kids, supposedly, quote unquote, or whatever. So, the dope boys and all that, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So, you're weird. I ain't paying you no attention, you know what I'm saying? So, and she might have had a crush on me. Who knows? I don't know. And maybe I sharing her advances, whatever they call it or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the hell. And like I said, we never really had like a verbal altercation or nothing. So I don't know what made her so mad that she wanted to kill me. But she literally had a diagram about she was gonna kill me. So they called me to the office. I come in the office and she's in there. They got the whole diagram laid out and got the wrench there. And they like, so what's up?
You ain't even know.
I'm like, what? What you mean, what's up? I don't know. So like, well, you say something to her, you do something to her? I don't even know I know her, but I don't even know that girl like that. What are you talking about? What? And so they acting like I'm lying. And I'm like, no, I ain't said nothing to this girl. I don't know. And she ain't telling them nothing. She's sitting there like she about crazy. Apparently she is.
You can hold that. You should have had that diagram.
After that, I don't know what really happened. They was like, all right, well, we good. You know what I'm saying? You can go. I ain't never really see her no more after that.
I'm still thinking about you right now.
So I don't know, but that was just. And when you went to the foster kids, they made me think about that situation. That shit was just crazy.
She probably following you right now.
She was.
I got a location.
Oh yeah, he blowing up now. I got something for his ass.
Gonna catch you lacking. That wrench.
God, I gotta keep my head on a swivel. The wrench might be coming. Hey, she had it for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. She had it for me now. Yo, fuck me up. Fuck me up. I was like, yo, and she planned to fuck me up. It was the thick one too now. I'm talking about like, and she had the whip. She's planning on putting some whip behind that thing. That whip appeal on me.
I wonder what you said to her. No, he said, I ain't even say nothing to her.
You probably didn't notice because she didn't say nothing back. She was just like, oh, okay.
I know, right?
Check. Write his name down on the list.
Yeah, I got something. He said, yeah.
I guess be them proud ones.
Lifetime.
Like I said, like I said, ain't no telling with me. It ain't no telling, especially back then. Ain't no telling. I'm telling you, boy, what? Boy, but like I said, I don't remember. Like I don't remember if we had like an altercation, like a serious altercation, like that. For it to be that serious now, come on, I don't remember.
So the moral of the story is you gotta watch out what you say.
You gotta watch what you say to people because you never know how people gonna receive that what you're saying. Mm-hmm. It may not be nothing to you, but this person might take it and apparently it was something to her. Like I said, it was gonna be no straight, no chase. There's gonna be none of that. Damn sure not with Jesse Mitchell. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna be somewhere in the home just. Oh, they're just twitching now because she done bust me in the head with this damn pipe. Drool at the mouth, they just wiping my drool. I can't even form no thoughts no more because I ain't got cracked upside the head. So yeah, moral of the story, people, is watch how you treat people. Because like I said, you could think it ain't nothing, but that person could take it as something. But that's all the time we got today on Strait No Chase with Jesse Mitchell. We want to thank Miss Baxter, the beautiful Miss Baxter, Miss Esther. I don't know why we want to call her Esther Baxter all damn episode. All episode. Miss Torres. Miss Esther Torres. She beautiful like Esther Baxter. That's why I want to call her that, obviously. But Miss Esther Torres for coming on.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I want to thank my man. What's the name of your business? How they can reach you?
My name is Michael McKenzie.
Well, I know your name, Michael McKenzie. What's the business name?
Oh, Big League Approved. That's my
Big
team
League
name.
Approved. That's the team. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay.
Yep.
How can they reach you?
Y'all can reach me. Just text me. 919-522-6334.
Direct.
Yeah, just call me direct. The team, they'll take care of you. But look, man, I want to thank you for having me.
Appreciate that, my brother.
You know,
okay, he brought us a gift too, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he brought us a
Yes,
gift
sir.
too. Let's see that real quick.
Yes, sir.
A real nice gift too. He brought me top shelf. The Henny. You see it, y'all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We appreciate you here on Strait No Chase. Oh yeah, we definitely appreciate you, brother. Thank Miss Krystal Foster for coming on out.
Thank you for having me.
All right, shout out to my fam, John. Love you, bro. And as always, I am the innovator, the emancipator, the originator, and this has been Strait No Chase with Jesse Mitchell.
This episode of Strait No Chase was brought to you in part by Big Chief's Food Truck. To order your plate or book for your next large event, dial 910-224-7248.